Hey.
Hey.
Welcome back to what? I wasn't talking to you.
Sorry.
I was talking to the podcast. Hey.
Hey.
There you go. Welcome to podcast number 15. It's been so long since we've seen you last.
You did a bit of a costume change.
We did a bit of a costume change so that it wouldn't be as weird for your viewers at home. But I hope your past week has been amazing because mine has been terrific. I've been in Las Vegas gambling.
Currently in Las Vegas.
Currently in Las Vegas right now, actually. As you can tell by my Instagram stories and my Snapchat stories, we had to fly all the way back home to record this.
I am currently 21 now.
Mackenzie's 21, so she's getting drunk. Legally, which is nice. Not that we did it illegally, of course. I don't know why I accentuated that. But now you can't say anything because she's 21. So this is exciting. We're in an exciting time of our lives right now, actually. We're both 21 years old, both young, good-looking individuals who have...
You're almost 22. Isn't that fucked? 2 months. You'll be 22.
That is really fucked, actually.
Bro, when you hit like 22, that means that you're like old or something.
Why do you have to say that? 25 is a big number. That's a fucking 1/4 of a fucking year.
It's like one of those things, you know, like you wait your whole life to turn 18.
Yeah.
And then you're 18 and then you turn 19 and you're like, damn, my life's over. But wait, I have 21 left. So then you wait your whole life to turn 21. You live out your year 21 and then 22 hits and you're like, damn, like what's next?
Well, 21 was a pretty shitty fucking birthday, so I got to make up for it.
I guess 25, technically, you can, like, drive a rental car.
Not as cool as fucking drinking and smoking.
That's true. Okay. I'm just saying.
Maybe by the time that we're 25, everybody can smoke weed. Maybe that's something to look forward to.
Yeah.
I think, even if we don't partake in it, I think the world will be a better place whenever weed becomes legal.
Yeah, everybody would just be chill.
Like, bro, customers, no matter where you're at, gotta be chill, dog. Like, nobody's gonna get angry that you fucking got them the wrong coffee.
All of the people that are against making weed legal will probably not partake in smoking the weed when it is legal. So they will not be chill.
But, did I say welcome to the Slightly Overweight podcast starring Hayden, featuring Mackenzie?
Nope.
Episode number 15? There we go. I think there is a very small minority of people that don't want weed to become legal. And most of them are politicians who are being paid to fucking say that.
Well, no, I think that there is like a great deal of people who feel like the safety of their kids or whatever are in danger if weed becomes legal.
But here's the thing.
They're doing it anyway.
Here's the thing. Kids can get their hands on fucking cocaine. Because I've seen it. I went to high school with people who did cocaine. That I knew did cocaine. I never saw anybody do it.
I feel like you have like this vision in your head that weed becomes legal and everybody's just going to be smoking. That's so like not true.
Yeah, I think it is true.
Bro, tobacco's legal.
Yeah.
Alcohol's legal.
But tobacco and alcohol are like known killers. Marijuana is like a maybe killer.
Well, no, I'm just saying like
killing
or not.
Yeah.
Like people aren't intoxicated all the time.
Yeah.
People who like just drink on a normal basis are not intoxicated during the day. But people who do like smoke weed on a normal basis are intoxicated all the time. I think that's the main factor.
No, I think a majority of people who do smoke weed, they smoke it at night. They're not driving and shit. I think there's a small minority of people.
I don't know.
I mean, our experiences make us think that. But like that's not everybody's experience, you know.
What do you mean our experiences?
Like, most of the people that we know who smoke weed smoke it all the time.
Oh.
But, like, I think a lot of people smoke it to go to sleep.
Well, I just think, I don't know, I guess I have this image in my head that it becomes legal and people are just going to do it all the time. Like, you're saying that customers are going to be chill.
I think me as a person, if I was in fucking Domino's yesterday, we went to go get pizza because we have this Domino's right down the fucking street. We literally walked there. We got it, and they cook the best pizzas, right? Like, they don't know how to cut them. But,
yeah, they really don't know how to cut them. But
they cook the best pizza. So we go there every time. I get the same thing. And I walked in and I said, hey, guys, just see, where's the GM? I was like, do you run this place? He was like, not me, this guy. I was like, okay, here, man. Here's a $5 tip. Let me tell you how beautiful your pizzas are. Every time, it's fucking perfect. Give credit where credit is due. I love your pizzas. He He was like, well, thanks, man. We try, we try. But I was like, there you go, bro. There, bro. Drive like 30 seconds home. Walk in the door. Hand deliver Mackenzie's pizza. She opens it up. Realizes they forgot the sauces.
Because that is another thing.
What?
Everybody should do this. If you go through a drive-through, if you get delivery, open it up in front of the people. I do not leave the drive-through line unless I know for a fact that I have everything.
Yes.
And the other day, me and Hayden are at Starbucks, and I get a drink in a clear cup. I get it in a clear cup. I can clearly see what this drink is. Hayden gets it in like a hot drink, so his is in the white cup. This is
hard. This is stemming off of me loving coffee now. I'm getting coffee.
Yeah. And he gets this, I give him the drink, and I don't care if his drink is wrong or right because I checked mine. Mine's fine. We drive all the way, like 15 minutes away. Yeah. Not once has he touched this drink yet. And then we get all the way to my mom's house, and he's like, my drink's wrong. This is a...
Mocha.
Yeah, green tea mocha.
Is it mocha?
No, matcha.
Oh, matcha.
Yeah, a green matcha drink and not a latte. And I'm like, well, you can't get mad at me for ordering it correctly and then them getting it wrong and then you not checking your drink. And then he does the same thing with Domino's. He goes and gets it without me.
I went without her, and I got the shit because they've never fucked it up before. So I went home, and she said, "Where's my garlic sauce?" And I said, "Fuck me."
Well, when we were ordering it online too, Hayden put his sauces away because it was too much money. So we're paying like almost $1 for these two sauces.
$1 each, yeah.
Yeah. So like it's a big deal. It's not like something you could just be like, well, I guess that's okay.
No, Mackenzie needs her garlic sauce when she eats her pizza. That's a fucking
just takes it to the next level.
I need my chips when I eat Chipotle. She needs her sauce when she eats her fucking pizza. So like I'm all the way. We live on the 3rd floor. I literally walked up, gave her pizza. She said, "Where's my garlic sauce?" I was like, "Fuck me." I gave him a $5 tip for being fucking excellent. They couldn't even make sure my fucking sauces were in the fucking thing. She's like, "No, don't worry about it." I was like, "No, I'm going back there." I was so fucking angry. I was so pissed. I fucking drove my Chevy Cruze fucking across, and then there's a fucking intersection there that takes so fucking long to fucking change to the fucking highway. You gotta fucking cross.
Okay, it's because the intersection.
Sorry, I didn't mean to go emo there on you. I hear
the intersection is the two lights that are really slow that are across from each other come directly out of 2 apartment complexes, whereas the other 2 ways are like, that's a highway. So it rarely ever changes for the people coming out of the apartment complexes.
Yeah, so I fucking waited there once to get the pizza, waited there again to come home. Now I gotta wait there one more fucking time to go back to the fucking pizza place. I walk in there, I fucking park my car, I walk in there, and there's a new fucking dude there. It's a different guy than I talked to literally 3 minutes ago. And I walk in with my receipt, and I go, "Hey man, I was just here, and you guys forgot my sauces." And this bro looks me up and down like I fucking robbed a bank, murdered 3 people, and was fucking asking for fucking 2 sauces, even though I got 2 sauces in my pizza box. Like, acting like I fucking didn't get them. Like I was stealing from him. I was like, what the heck? Like I fucking went to his mom's house and fucking stole all of her jewelry and then fucking said, "Fuck you, mom," and then ran away. That's what he was like, I was like, what the fuck, man? I asked for 2 garlic sauces. You didn't give them to me. Now I'm the bad guy? I tipped you $5 and now I'm the bad guy? Just because you don't fucking recognize me, dude?
It's because he wasn't even there,
just because he wasn't, but like, the reason why he did that was probably because he was taking a fat fucking shit at the time that I came in to fucking get my pizza. It was 30 seconds, send it out. Boom. Get my pizzas, compliment the guy, fucking leave. He was probably taking a fat fucking shit. Didn't recognize me. No, I don't know why I keep saying recognize. He didn't see me because he wasn't fucking in the room. I walk in and I say, "I was just here." He probably thinking, what the fuck? He wasn't just here. I didn't see him. But he forgot how long of a shit he took because he fucking ate too many fucking garlic sauces and pizza the night before. So he fucking looks me up and down with these fucking wide eyes and goes to the back to grab 2 fucking garlic sauces. I saw the 2 dudes I talked to about the whole tip thing, and I was gonna be like, "Hey, yo, thanks, guys," or something. I'm not a robber, dude. I'm just Hayden, bro. It's me, the guy who tipped you $5. Remember, don't forget. I should have been like, "Why are you looking at me like that? I tipped you $5. Give me fucking 4 garlic sauces." Dude.
Yeah, but you know that GM is taking that $5 for himself.
Well, he said, "No, this guy deserves it." So hopefully not. But yeah, dude, I was so fucking pissed, man.
If you ever order Domino's, you have to order their lava cakes. Because they just make everything better.
The lava cakes are really fucking delicious. And to fucking say one more thing about Domino's.
Okay.
It said our order was ready on my computer. I left after it said completed. I walk in the door. Love the smell of the place. Love the people. Always make perfect pies for me. I'm like, hey, order for Hayden. He's like, oh, yeah, we dropped your lava cakes on the floor, so we're making new ones right now. No problem. No problem. Wasn't even angry about that in the slightest. Still tipped them after they dropped my fucking lava cakes on the fucking ground and made me have to wait 5 minutes. Still tipped them $5 because I love their pizza so much. And I get the fucking eyes from the fucking dude who was shitting. I get that fucking... And I literally had to tell myself, bro, the way that this dude looked at me, I wish I could fucking zoom in on the camera. He literally went like this.
Squinted his eyes.
I had my fucking receipt, dude.
Growl.
Look at my fucking receipt, dude. Oh, I forgot they're podcasting. I was gonna be like, here, bro, look at the time, dude. It's your fault. Fuck you.
Okay.
What?
You just felt like 20 minutes dissing this
I know, but
dude
last thing. I had to tell myself, as I was walking out of there, I literally had to say, he definitely wasn't angry at me. He definitely didn't think I was stealing. He was looking at me like that because he was confused because he didn't see me come in the first time. That's why he was confused.
Well, what also, he's probably been working there for like 7 hours. He's about to get off, No,
they're open till like fucking 1 a.m.
Well, I know, but you don't know how long that guy's been there. That guy don't fucking open and close that
He must have just fucking got in. He didn't fucking see me.
Okay, but still, he's probably like, well, I never fucking forget a sauce.
Yeah. Well, you fucking
people
did.
probably do that, like, constantly. Come back in and say they...
Dude, not me, dude. I don't care what the fuck it is, man. If it directly affects another person and I'm getting paid to do it, I'm never fucking up, dude. I don't fuck up.
That's what I don't get. Like, they're getting paid an hourly wage no matter what, and they can't just give you 2 garlic sauces. Like, it's not coming out of his pocket. It's coming out of the company's pocket.
Legit, dude. Legit, bro. I would be like, here you go, sir. Sorry about that. He didn't even say that. He literally just said, here you go. He probably just handed it to me. He didn't even say anything. And I said, oh, thank you so much, sir. Fucking, I'm the nicest dude you'll ever meet, bro. I'm literally the nicest dude you'll ever meet unless you fucking meet me after a fucking dude forgets my girlfriend's fucking sauces. Fuck that, man.
Are you done ranting now?
Yes, but the pizza was delicious. I ate it again this morning and I'll eat it again tonight. But yeah, I was a little bit angry last night. But now it's all released now. It's all released through the podcast. So I appreciate you guys sitting there listening to me bitch about fucking Domino's for
20 minutes.
Yeah, 15 minutes. But yeah, there we go.
Well, the reason I didn't go on this Domino's excursion.
Why?
Is because
Mackenzie. You hit your head?
Yeah, I shut a trunk on my head.
She shut my trunk on her head.
Okay, so I drive a Mazda CX-9, which is a hatchback.
Yep.
And when you undo the trunk, you have to, like, throw the door up, like, the trunk, like, you have to push it all the way up. It's not one of those, like, my mom's that just goes beep, beep, and then does it by itself.
Yeah, it's a manual.
But, like, yeah, I'm so used to pushing so hard up to get my trunk to open. Well, then it stays there because it has hydraulics. And then... yeah, it stays up there, and then when I'm done, I can pull it down. Well, not in a car, and not in the Chevy Cruze.
Yep.
You unlock the trunk. It doesn't even just go up on its own like some cars do. You have to push it up. Well, not too hard, because if you do that, you throw it up in the air, you put your head in like you're going to get something, and then that bitch comes right back down on top of you.
Yeah, so she cracked her fucking head open with no blood, thank God.
Yeah, my head hurt so bad I couldn't go to Domino's.
There's a big bump. So she was feeling very fucking not good yesterday because she hit her head. And I was right there for her. I went to go get Domino's, went to go get her garlic sauce, gave her fucking something to wash the pizza down as well, paid for the Domino's. Super nice boyfriend things, right? Whenever your girlfriend is hurt, you do things like that. Couple of weeks ago, though. Couple of fucking weeks ago, though. We're getting some shit out of the trunk of her car.
No, we're putting 2 dogs in my car.
Oh, whatever the fuck.
Athena and Ruby.
We're putting 2 cute-ass dogs in the back of her huge-ass trunk.
And the thing, if you own dogs and you put them in your trunk, the biggest thing is
you gotta close it.
Close it fast because they're gonna run.
She puts 1 dog in, I put the small dog in, and I'm fucking all the way in the trunk to put this dog down. And as I'm fucking retreating, Mackenzie just fucking slams her fucking trunk onto my head. Fucking the metal part, not even the plastic part on the inside, fucking dinks, like the corner of it dinks my fucking skull. And I just start screaming because I'm like, what the fuck did you just do? I was so angry. And then she asked me, she's like, what were you doing in there? What were you doing? Why'd you make me close that on you? I was like, Mackenzie.
Okay, no, you're such a liar.
Okay,
I didn't say
didn't.
why'd you make okay, well in my
It
head,
was something like that.
I said
What'd you say?
I was like, well, why were you in there?
Yeah, you said like, why were you in my way? I was like, girl, I was putting the dog away. You closed it.
In my defense, he thinks everything's coming down on his head.
Why?
So
What do you mean?
Like I have a hatchback.
Yeah.
You can stand straight up and down and put something in the car. Stand straight back up and down and then walk away normally. But he bends over and then waddles his way with his ass in the air and his head down at the ground.
Well, because I had a feeling she was going to close it on me. So I was like, I'll just bend down so maybe it'll miss me. But no,
But if you came back up, I would have seen you.
Well, you should have been looking the whole time.
I guess,
she fucking... Anyway, she cracked my head and then like jokingly, maybe half not jokingly, said like, what were you doing in there? Fucking, I was like, motherfucker, I was doing what we were doing. Why did you?
I did close my hatchback on his head.
I was like, ow, that hurts real bad. And she did not buy me Domino's. No, I'm just kidding.
No, we had a 45-minute drive home.
We had a 45-minute drive home where I bitched the entire way because that shit hurt so bad. I didn't have any ice or anything, but I didn't get a concussion or anything. To be fair, I don't think she closed it on my head as hard as she maybe slammed my trunk on her head. So
yeah, I have one. It didn't, the corner didn't hit me. It was the whole, line under the license plate. So I have, a straight-ass, line bump going across, from one ear to the other, on the top of my head. It's just so bad.
Yeah.
Well.
So that's why I had to go to Domino's
Speaking
alone.
of dumb things Hayden does.
Dumb things I do.
Hayden is really...
are you about to talk about what happened yesterday?
No.
Oh.
Well, so Hayden is really... bad. Well, one, he can't see out of one of his eyes, right? And two, he does this thing where he doesn't look before he starts walking in the complete opposite direction he's facing.
Yeah.
So he'll just turn around and go. And he slams into things or steps on people or shoulder checks people all the time because he doesn't turn and then walk. He just walks and turns at the same time.
But I'm walking the same direction, but my head swivels. So, I'll be looking over here. So, I'm walking straight, and then I'll look to the left as I continue, look to the right as I continue. People should know I'm fucking walking straight, but for some reason, they all get in my fucking way, and I have to beat their ass on accident.
The other day when we were at the fish store, it's really small aisles, and every time you went to go turn around, I'm like, he's gonna knock one of these.
I was not.
I had to stop you.
You kept touching my back, but I was not gonna hit a fish tank. I was not gonna tip it. No.
I was just...
It
was an accident waiting to happen.
What is that? Oh, hang on. Football coach hip guy. Where's it at?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I know. Fuck. Okay, I can't find this video right now. But there's a video of there's a football coach who is me, and Mackenzie is who I'm about to describe. The football coach he has his eyes on the field the whole fucking time of everything going on, and he has a fucking dude on the sidelines who's making clearing space so that he doesn't run into anything, and that's exactly what I thought of. I can't find it anywhere, but it's.
Oh, you mean the coaches are so focused on the players that he has to make sure he doesn't trip on people?
Yep, he's the coach's.
Yeah, that's pretty much my job when it comes to you.
Your thingy closed. Your MacBook.
Oh.
But we were at the fish store. Similar to the ferret story of last podcast, we went to another aquarium called Aquarium World. Shout out. I've gotten a lot of fish from there, and I've had a lot of good times with those fish. All of them are dead.
You're welcome. That's another story to be told.
Yeah, I used to have these pufferfish. I've always enjoyed pufferfish. They've been my favorite thing ever since I saw that one puffer in Nemo or something. Puff up. I forget. I don't know. I saw some bucket. What?
I'm sorry. That's just the dumbest name.
Puff up?
Is that a name?
No, he puffed up. I saw him puff up.
Oh, I thought you were his name's Puff Up.
That's a good ass name, actually. Puff up. Come here, Puff up. I'm naming my next fucking fish tat. But I saw him puff up, and I was like, dude, that fucking fish expands its body. That's the coolest fucking thing I've ever seen in my entire life. So now I've been on this whole lifelong search for the most beautiful pufferfish. And I was 16 years old and thought, I want to get one, but I don't want to do all the work. So I compromised. I said, I'm not going to get a saltwater tank. I'm not going to get a freshwater tank. I'm going to get a brackish water and put 2 puffers in there. I'm going to put a figure 8 and a spotted puffer. They live in brackish water. And
They're
brackish,
little. They're like
yeah.
little.
What brackish water is, I'm getting like out of breath because I'm talking so much about these fucking fish. What brackish water is whenever a river flows into an ocean.
Isn't that called like a delta or something?
I have no. You can look it up if you want to. I have no idea. But so the salinity levels are a little bit lower because that fresh water is coming in. So it's not a fully saltwater fish and it's not a fully freshwater fish. It's got to have a very specific salinity level in the water. So I bought these 2 fish that were in the same salinity level, same temperature level, and put them in a tank together, made the tank look cool as fuck. If I have a video, I have a video somewhere of them. I could maybe find it. But I bought these fish and dude, they were my life, man. They were Houdini and Astro. The coolest fucking, goddamn, they were so cool to watch, man.
Estuary is what it's called.
An estuary, but there's a lot of fish that are in that category. Actually, it's pretty interesting. But I really enjoyed those fish. But for some reason, we were like moving or something, and we had to like move the fish. So
well, you were still at your mom's house, and you guys were moving, and you were like, Mackenzie, can you watch my fish for a day?
And I didn't want to move the whole tank, so I had these little tiny fish tank that I brought,
like the plastic kind with the handle.
Little plastic kind with the handle, but they have to be at a specific temperature. So I brought the thermometer, or whatever the fuck, the temperature regulator, and gave it to her. But I didn't realize that fucking heat regulator was meant for the gallon tank that I had. I thought it would just regulate the water.
Like half a gallon.
Yeah, half a. So I gave it to her, and I said, keep them at like 80 degrees or whatever it is. And
I didn't touch it. I just left it alone because I knew I didn't know what I was doing.
Yeah. So she put it in there. The fish were in there, and I was not there, but they died due to heat.
Yeah. So like the heater that you had for your tank, I think was like one that didn't like regulate itself or something. You just turned it on to a certain like degree, and then that's what made the water around 80 degrees.
Yeah.
But you were used to turning it on like 3 ticks, and then that was for your 20-gallon tank.
I would just leave it on. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he did 3 ticks for a half a gallon tank, and at first it was fine. It was 80 degrees because it was like the water that he took out of the big tank.
Mm-hmm.
Well, then after sitting there for a while, I go upstairs and the fish are floating at the top because we boiled them.
Yeah.
And you were on like a trip.
Yeah, I was on a trip too. That's when we went stayed, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
If not, that was.
I was alone and I sat there and I cried because I thought I killed his fish.
And then I figure out that they were planning on buying me two fish from the store and replacing them, so I wouldn't know.
Well, yeah, because that's like, Mom, because I was like very much distraught. Like, if anybody knows me, they know that my whole life is about animals. Like, I love them. I would never hurt
every
one.
single animal, doesn't matter what it is.
Yeah, I would never, ever in my life hurt an animal. And I just killed these 2 fish. And I felt so bad. I was hysterically crying. I was like, do we make like a funeral for them? Like, I didn't know what I was supposed to do because I never killed anything before. My mom was like, it'll be okay. We'll just buy 2 new ones. He won't know the difference. But one of them had like a tumor on its head.
He had like a weird thing. So that was due to the salt levels. I didn't get it perfect, and one of them had like a thing growing. I tried. It came and went like here and there, but yeah, he died with it. What'd you guys do with them, the bodies?
I FaceTimed you on the bus, and you told me to put them down the toilet.
Did you?
Yeah, I FaceTimed you, and I showed you me putting them down as I'm like
trying to catch my breath because I'm about to leave. So I was in choir. It was like the biggest day of the fucking.
You were coming back from.
No. We were about to leave. I was on the bus with Jesse, and we were about to leave. Yes, we hadn't left yet.
No, because they wouldn't have been able to boil that fast.
Yeah.
You brought them over. Me and Mom. I remember this. We went to IKEA. We went all the way to IKEA and came back, and they were dead.
Then you must have cried. You must have called me crying a different day or something, because I was on the bus and I told Jesse, I was like, yo, Mackenzie just killed my fish. And he was like, damn. And then we left. We took off to go to state.
No, I remember this clearly. You guys were coming. You were probably leaving the high school that you were at to go home.
We were on the drive.
And you guys got stuck at Dairy Queen coming home.
We got stuck at Dairy Queen fucking coming home, but that was a different day.
No, that was the same day because you're like, could this day get any fucking worse?
Anyway, I'm going to tell it how I fucking remember it. We were about to leave, and because it was in the morning, and we got dressed and everything, we were about to go. I get a phone call before we take off from Mackenzie saying, yo, fish are dead. But I instantly changed focus to how she's feeling, and she's very sad about it and everything.
I don't get how you know it was in the morning if all you remember is talking to somebody. Do you sit with somebody different on the way back, or do you remember being at the high school?
Yes, I remember looking at the music wave sign that you did for the architecture class or whatever.
Yeah.
I looked at that, and then we left like 5 minutes after.
Nah.
I don't have the best memory.
I only had them for a day. I did not have them overnight. There was no way that your high schooler ass got up in the morning, brought them all the way over here, got ready, and then left. No.
I did.
No.
Okay, maybe not. I don't remember. My memory's fucking shit anyway. But it's a joke that I tell her that she killed my fish. But in all reality, it was her and her mom's fault, actually. No, I'm just kidding. It was my fault.
I didn't touch the tank.
I know. It was my fault for not knowing. I didn't really know. So, now I know.
Yeah, they probably would have been fine if we didn't even have a heater in there.
If we just left them, they would have been perfectly fine. It was a day, so. So Mackenzie and I talked off camera, and I realized that I was wrong. One, because I don't really have a good memory, and two, because it makes more sense her way. So, we figured out the time frame. But speaking of fish, we went to that aquarium and the aquarium world, and I looked around and I saw some axolotls. Axolotls are one of the coolest fucking things, like, that are for freshwater in the world, low key. They're like salamanders, but they're built for the water. And there's multiple colors.
Okay, you want to know what they are?
What?
So axolotls. If anybody doesn't know what it is, and you know what a mud puppy is, a mud puppy, they have that, like, what they call, like, neonatal phase. They're born in the water, and then they grow up kind of like a tadpole in the water. And then as the salamander comes out of the water, they lose their gills, and they just are like regular salamanders. Well, axolotls never leave that neonatal stage, and they look exactly like mud puppies.
Yeah.
But what it is just these animals didn't evolve to be out of the water. So I think there is a thing where if you let your axolotl come
that's
out,
what I was about to say that. So here's the thing. So one thing that's cool about axolotls is that I read this. So it's cool, but it's not what's meant to happen. So axolotls are in that neonatal phase that she talked about. That she talked about. But if you stress it out enough, if you stress your axolotl out enough and leave it out of the water, it will metamorphosize into a salamander and most likely die.
It is a salamander, though. It'll metamorphosize into an
land air-breathing salamander, which is so fucked. I've seen a video of it, I think, somewhere on the internet. It's super not good for your axolotl, but the fact that their bodies can do that is one of the coolest fucking things.
But what's crazy is that that's what's natural for salamanders. Yeah. They're always...
Like when they're babies.
They're usually always born in the water, and they have this phase where they're like an adult, but also like not an adult. And they're in the water. And then they grow lungs. They have gills, and then they grow lungs.
Yeah. And so I saw this beautiful fish. I took a photo of it, I believe. Let me double check. If I did, I'll put it in the podcast video. Let's see. I did. Here it is. Boom. Isn't this beautiful? So that's called like a blue fucking discus is what it's called. And it's like one of the most beautiful fishes I've ever seen. It's freshwater too, sort of. Here's the catch. I talked to the lady, and I said, how do I get this fish? What do I need? What kind of water? And she said, it's got to be 84 degrees at all times in the tank. And you have to use reverse osmosis water or RO water. And that is different than tap water. Tap water is just straight from the fucking river, basically. Reverse osmosis is one of the most pure forms of water that you can get. It's osmosis is whenever fucking water like fucking is osmosized but like reverse that so it like does it twice or something. I don't know. It's fancy ass water that's super distilled, and that's the water that you have to put in the tank every single time that you fill it up, and it's got to have at least 55 gallons. So it's a lot of work to keep up with. You got to have a reverse osmosis unit to make the water. You have to have a bin to keep the water for at least 6 weeks to go through the nitrous, oh, not the nitrous, the fucking nitrate cycle, and then you use that water to put in the fucking thing. It's a whole thing. So it's a lot of work. And she said basically, like a saltwater tank is a lot easier to take care of than this. It's a lot less work. So I want to do a saltwater tank so bad just because I've never done one before, but we're only going to be there for like a year. So I'm like debating on if I should get a tank. I want to get fish. I miss my fish, but a saltwater tank is a lot of work. So I think I might like compromise and get like an axolotl or something.
We also have a cat and 2 birds.
Yeah,
and we're technically only allowed to have 2 animals in our apartment.
But fish, I don't know.
Don't count or something.
But we were looking at this really what?
Will Comet eat the fish?
Will Comet eat the fish? We don't really know. She might take a bath in the fish. We were thinking about making a really cute like miniature tank to put like on my desk maybe. That's like fucking like maybe half a foot or a foot long, or like maybe like a foot by 6 inches, and making it like super fucking
I'm not sure.
Like realistic looking but miniature. You know what I mean? Like look like a big tank but small, like a diorama.
Like if the big tank has a log in it, this one will have like
like a little tiny log in it, and like little tiny itty bitty fish and stuff. Like a really cool looking ecosystem thing. I think it could be a lot of fun to do.
And we could get shrimps.
We could get shrimps. We could fill it with anything. You can have one on your desk too.
I want those plecos.
She wants plecos are fucking dope. They're so cool because
I could just have a tank full of plecos.
Your tank would be the cleanest tank ever.
I know.
All they do is fucking clean that bitch.
I'd have to put something in there that poops.
Yeah, look, you probably like shrimp, frogs.
No, shrimps are cleaners.
Or just like a goldfish. I don't know. But
Comet shits in the tank.
Yes, I have always loved fish. And let me pull up a photo of this.
You always loved fish, but you don't like sushi? My
I don't like betta fish. I hate betta fish, actually.
He had a betta fish and it died.
So
he killed it.
What the fuck? Oh, I hate that shopping. Okay, so I go to images on Google and I type in golden puffer. So the golden puffer is like one of the most expensive puffer fish, and it's so fucking beautiful. It's kind of like a yellowish. It's not really gold per se.
Let me see. I've never seen one.
Let me show you.
Yeah. Show me.
There you go. They used to have one at the place.
Oh, I've seen one of those.
Yeah, they're really cool looking.
I think I've seen one of those in Hawaii.
Really? Like in the...
And when I was snorkeling.
Oh my god, I can't even imagine.
I was so scared that it was gonna puff up on me. I saw those ones with the spots before, and I remember that.
Yeah. Okay, I'm looking at the most expensive puffer fish. It's called the tiger puffer fish.
Let me see it.
It looks like this.
Oh, why is it green?
I don't know. Ooh. It's like pretty ugly looking, actually.
It looks like it has 5 chins.
It does. Let's research it. So it says the most poisonous amongst them, but why is it so expensive? Oh, it's due to the fact that it doesn't really explain it, huh? It's pretty ugly, actually. I don't even know what the fuck is this the most expensive. But we saw a really cool pufferfish yesterday that it doesn't have spikes. So whenever people think of pufferfish, like they think of the ones that have the spikes on them. But a lot of them don't. Like there's the dog face pufferfishes, and those look like they have a dog on their face. It's weird, but they're really cute. Everything good?
Yeah, my back's just hurting.
Oh, your back's hurting? But I want to get a fish tank. Eventually, I'd get a fucking cool-ass, like, 200-gallon tank. Put that bitch, like, in the living room or build it into a wall or something.
That'd be really cool.
Or make a whole fucking wall of fish tank. And then, it'd be so fucking
I've seen that. There's this guy who had, like, the whole wall was a fish tank. and in order to like do like the stuff that he needed to do in his aquarium, he
dive.
had to put on like a wetsuit, and he had like a tank, and he'd go dive in there to like feed or clean and like play with this. But like, imagine having a pet fish and swimming with it.
Dude, that'd be so sick, man. Being like, hey, I'm gonna go take my fish for a fucking swim. Damn. Put him in the bathtub for a couple. He dies.
Oh, okay.
That would suck. But that's so fucking cool, dude. I want a fucking fish tank as big as a fucking house, man. But I don't like the ocean. But having the ocean in my house, though, that's cool, man. Like having jellyfish and sharks and fucking.
But
like,
what sucks is that like
what?
there's the ocean or whatever,
Yeah.
and they all live together.
Yeah.
Saltwater fish. But if you have a fish tank, some fish can't live with others. So like if you want a jellyfish, in order to house a jellyfish in a tank, the tank has to be round and it has to have like water flow that goes in a circular motion. And two, like some fish, like that discus that you want, she said it can't have anything in
with
the
long
tank
tails.
with long tails because I'm like they'll eat each other.
She said it was a cichlid.
Yeah,
so
which sucks. But.
That's true. But in this fish tank with that puffer we saw at the aquarium, there was a cool fucking eel, and the eel was cheap. It was like $50 or something.
Yeah, the eel was like the puffer was like $400
easily. But this eel was like probably the good, like probably my elbow to my fucking fingertip, and it was wiggling around, puffing and constricting, and it was so colorful, man. I was like, dude, just those two alone is all I want. Like that's so fucking cool.
Yeah, he was pretty dope.
Fish make me so excited. Like if I'm getting a fish and setting up a tank and everything and making it look beautiful, and then I bring him home, acclimate him, put him in, and he's out swimming around, hiding and shit. That there's nothing like there are very few amount of things that made me as excited as getting a brand new fish.
Puppies.
Puppies are cool, but I've never had a puppy that like to call my own. You know.
You had Buddy there for a while. He was a bitch.
But I didn't. Yeah, he was like. Yeah, he wasn't my choice. I didn't like. I just kind of fell onto him. Comet was a.
She was just a cute little kitten that you brought.
She was the only animal I've seen from start to finish.
She's not finished yet.
That's true.
She's
she was
still
about
well
to be
and
finished.
alive.
She was about to be finished yesterday. We took her to get her vaccine. It's fucking rabies and shit. And that was a fucking debacle in itself because
people just have dogs and they're really loud and they don't know how to like contain them.
The place we went to is the cheapest place to go, and it's a dog and a cat place. So
it was not yesterday. It was a week and a long time ago because
oh shit,
we're in Vegas.
It was a fucking the other day. Looking at us. It was the other day we went there, and there was dogs, and she was really scared. But they took her. We got her shots, and we were in the car.
And then we were like, well, she was so scared. She went through all of this stuff. Well, maybe we'll just let her out of the crate in my car because what can she do, really?
Yeah, we were like, we'll just let her roam, feel free. But then she crawls underneath the seat of the fucking back seat, dude.
And I drive a big car, so it's a 3-row car. In the middle row, you can like move up and down. So it's got all these like wires and bars under it, and she finds a way to get herself under there.
Needless to say, fucking 30 minutes and a whole tropical fucking storm later, we finally get her ass out of this car. I literally, in the middle of it, I was, at one point, Comet was fucking stuck underneath the thing. Mackenzie was fucking very scared. I was
like crying. I thought she was going to die in my car.
I was on YouTube looking up fucking how to get the middle seat out of the fucking car, looking up YouTube videos. And I grabbed like my tool set. That's whenever she hit her head. Was whenever she grabbed the tool set, she fucking accidentally slammed it on her head. And
I'm not sure where you're going with that.
Yeah. I don't know either, but it was a fucking fucked situation.
Well,
we finally got her ass out.
What was so messed up is that, so I don't know, she got these vaccines and I'm not exactly sure what they do to a cat. Like maybe they make them super lethargic and they just want to sleep or whatever.
Yeah.
But normally when a cat gets stuck and you reach your hands under there, either from behind, because we could go from behind and from the front.
Yeah.
They normally bolt out one way or the other.
Yeah.
but I was pulling her from her like neck.
Yeah.
I was trying to get her arms out, and she didn't budge once. Like
She just didn't care. She was just laying
she
there.
was just limp, and I was like hysterical because I thought this cat was like gonna die because of like heat stroke, even though the car and the AC were both on.
We turned everything on. We were like, I was like, Mackenzie, there's no way she's dead. But then I looked at her and she looked fucking dead.
Yeah,
she was just laying
so
there like
lethargic.
I was like, yo, we got to get her ass inside. So we finally got her out somehow. Don't know how we fucking
I'm like
did it.
concussed and
Yeah,
like
Mackenzie's fucking.
hadn't eaten all day, so I'm like shaking and on the floor because we finally got her out. Oh, how we got her out was I just decided I didn't care if I was gonna break her leg. I just pulled her. I just pulled her as hard as I could. I got her legs through all the bars,
We did.
and she came out okay.
And yeah, we thought maybe she was like, maybe she hurt her leg or something, so that's why she wasn't wanting to get out or whatever. But then we take her inside and we fucking open the crate, and she's like, she just walks out like, oh damn, that was so much fun, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
you want to? Hey, you want to do that shit tomorrow?
You want to do it again?
That was
as
the best
well?
game of hide and seek I ever did
So
play.
much fun. You almost didn't get me, remember? And you
Yeah,
were crying.
she like we were like, oh, we're gonna get her inside, and she's gonna go run and hide somewhere again.
No, she just fucking gets out of the crate and is like, so what's up, guys? Did I miss anything?
And we're like having like
Huffing
heat
and-
stroke,
Huffing and puffing, fucking.
anxiety, panic attacks.
Yeah, I'm like, girl, you have no idea how much fucking stress you just caused us.
It was horrible.
But I'm glad she's okay.
I'm glad she's okay, but she's a bitch.
Yeah. Yeah, baby. And then she fucking pissed on the floor.
Yeah,
So
because apparently made her really mad.
yeah, which is okay. But now we're in Las Vegas having so much fun.
Yeah, we don't. Whose comment?
Who is Comet?
Who is
Yeah,
comment right now?
Comet's with her grandmother right now. Mackenzie and I probably just lost $100.
Probably more than that.
Probably more than that.
Or we won. I'd say we won really big. Or winning. Right
we
now.
probably won really big. So what's interesting is that we technically will have 2 weeks worth of like stuff to talk about on the next podcast that you guys see. So that podcast is going to be, here's a lot of, you can look forward to a lot of things. First of all, if you want to see like current stuff, I'm going to be posting, stupid stuff that we see in Las Vegas kind of on my Instagram. That's going to be Hayden S.J. Smith, at Hayden S.J. Smith on fucking Instagram. Okay. Hayden S.J. Smith. So if you want to see the shit as it's happening, we'll post it there. But the next podcast you see, we will be done with Las Vegas. We will be fully moved out of this apartment and fucking all of our shit moved into the other apartment.
But still in boxes.
Still in boxes.
And maybe we'll have chairs for that podcast.
We will
Maybe.
hopefully have chairs. But if not, we'll be on the floor. So you'll see us go from poor to rich real quick. And
Yep.
But it's her birthday, and I hope we have a good time. We're gonna get her very drunk, as you're supposed to do on the 21st birthday. But within reason, of course. We're not gonna promote any binge drinking or any.
My goal is to not have thrown up.
Yes, we do not want her to throw up. That would be the goal. I have that goal for myself as well. Hopefully, everybody should have that goal. Goals.
Yes.
So I hope that you have enjoyed this podcast. We've talked about a lot of things, and we double check and make sure we talk about everything. Oh yeah. One last thing before we go. I need you to do me a favor tonight. I need you, wherever you're at, hopefully you're not in a huge city, hopefully you're in the country. I need you to wait till sundown, probably like 9:30 p.m.-ish, probably 10-ish. I need you to go outside, drive into the fucking country, near a farm or something, with an open field, no lights, no light pollution, away from a big city, and look up at the sky with someone that you love. Because that is so fucking cool. Mackenzie and I did that a couple days ago.
There's a lot more stars in the sky than you think there are.
Bring binoculars if you have them.
Binocular.
Binocular. Bring those, because when you look into the sky with your naked eye, you see a couple of stars. When you look up in the sky with fucking binoculars, you see so many more stars. It's fucked. So
or
do
a
that.
telescope. That's what normal people take to look at stars.
Here's the thing. If you do that, send me a photo of the fucking sky on Instagram, and let me see what the sky looks like from your perspective. Because I got a couple of viewers in France. I got a couple of viewers in Canada. 90% of them are in
United
America, but I
States?
do have some in India though, which is kind of cool. So shout out to everybody that's listening to this podcast, and hopefully we can become a an international podcast group. So go look at the stars, go have a good time, and even though you're slightly overweight, I still love you. We still love you. Okay. Goodbye.
Bye.